Hey everyone, Lyle here with West Tennessee Gold and Silver Exchange here in Savannah, Tennessee. And today I'm going to show you guys some of the cool stuff that has come into the store. Hey, welcome everybody. Before I started doing YouTube videos, I was open and people did bring in some pretty cool stuff that I was not able to do videos for because I wasn't doing videos at the time. So there is some of that stuff left here in the store, and I kind of want to show it to you guys to see what I have in stock here at West Tennessee Gold and Silver Exchange. And it's just stuff that I've liked. There's a lot of stuff in the display cases, but this is the stuff that I kind of like. It's the more higher end stuff. So I will show it to you guys as this video goes. So I'm gonna start off by showing you guys some of the stuff that I'm thinking about just putting up on the wall. Uh, Maybe I'll sell it. I don't know. But I had a guy come in a while back that had a few of these, and he wanted me to buy them, and I said sure. He was trying to sell them himself, but he wanted to find somebody that would just buy them all at once. And I buy things like that all the time. So this is what he brought. This is one of them. This is the American Indian right there. This is the pennies or the 1 cents. And the cool thing about this is that some of these, like, I don't know if I can get to the camera without hitting the mic. Let's see. This one right here, you can see it's got a lot of pretty cool toning on it. It is toned. I don't know who makes these things or how they do it. These guys have some pretty nice toning too. Can't really tell, but the glare from the lights. But there is some pretty cool toning on a lot of these, and they all looked cleaned. They all look pretty worn. I don't see Liberty on any of them. So it's just one of those things where I guess these companies get a bunch of these things and they'll clean them up, try to make them look pretty, but it just ruins the coin. But it turns it into a nice display. Like this is one nice display that you can hang up on your wall, and it highlights the Indian head cents, which I'm kind of curious because I can't see. There's no way of getting to it unless I take off these staples, but I want to know the dates on on these two. They're probably just common like all the other ones. They all look like they're in the 1800s, in the late 1800s. So there's not going to be much value there as far as coin goes, but as a nice display, looks good. Next, we got this one right here. Another display. This one's got modern pennies on it. They're all from 93. But the cool thing is somebody etched the states on the cents. So, if I can get closer, you can see Hawaii right there, Idaho. We got Maine, Maryland. I've been to Maryland. I've been to Massachusetts. Never been to New Hampshire. Nevada, of course. There's Vegas. Nebraska, never been. Ohio, never been. Oklahoma, I've driven through. Oregon, I've been. I've been to a lot of states. I traveled a little bit in my younger days, but I thought this was cool. Not much value here, really. It's they're all from 93. Here's Tennessee down here. Tennessee's got some pretty cool toning on it. But it's nice to display. Not really valuable at all, really. It's just one of those things that throw up on the wall, and it's coins. We love them. Next up is the Roundup. Here are some barber coins. This nice little display. We got a $50, quarter, and a dime. They're all cleaned. It looks like they're pretty worn. And they got some toning around them, which I've seen a lot of barbers and a lot of them do have some of that black toning around them. Not sure why. Mercury dimes have that too, but it's not as common as these barbers from what I've seen. So there's that one. Then this one's probably the coolest one out of all of them. This one's got some of the stamps, some of the old stamps, and it's got some coinage from 74. And this one, the steel penny from 43. This one's in pretty good shape. These don't look cleaned. These actually look like they're in uncirculated condition. So 74, there's going to be no silver in any of these. This nickel, they've never really had silver other than the war nickel and the steel penny right there. But I thought these stamps were pretty cool. They do look like real stamps that are down there. They haven't been canceled at all. I did look up some of these stamps to see if they were worth anything. They're really not. Stamps are just not worth what they used to. Nobody really collects them. Nobody really collects them at all. So it's just one of those cool things that we like to have in our collections. So let's put these back. So next up, I had a guy come in, really old guy. He had to have been in his 90s. And he told me a really sad story that his wife passed away, probably a few days before he came in. And he was telling me he feels like he's dying. He literally said it just like that. He said he felt like his time is up. His wife passed away, and he's ready to follow her. And I said, okay. But he said that he's ready to start liquidating all of his stuff. He feels like his time's coming to an end, and now it's time to, liquidate his stuff. So he had a lot of stuff. He had a lot of mint sets, proof sets, and he also had the like the Philadelphia silver sets. Like he had a bunch of those. He had a lot of stuff, and it was a lot of old stuff that I'm pretty sure he had just like in a safe somewhere for years. And he came in with quite a few of these guys right here. These are all Rattlers. They're all really old. I believe they are second generation PCGS or third generation, probably somewhere around there, PCGS holders. So these are from the 80s. So he had to have gotten this sent off back in the 80s. And before this, I've never really seen many of these Indian nickels. I've never seen them in this good a shape. Let's see if we can focus. Yeah, like I've never really seen them like this before. Usually when I get them, they're pretty worn. Buffalo head or buffalo nickels, they're worn, and there's just no detail really to them. So I mean, you can see the eye. So these guys are in good shape. This is a MS64 38D, and it's in really good shape. And he had a lot of them. I've sold a few of them already. These are the ones that I have left. And this one, you can see that it's turned. So they do turn him. They do turn in here. That's why they call them Rattlers, because I don't think this one rattles. This one's got some nice toning. This one's really nice. I think these two are ones that I kept for my collection. I did have a few other Mercuries that were in pretty good shape, but these are MS66, so close to being perfect, and they're great coins. These are the two that I have in my collection, and these other ones I'm still selling. I do have a few more in the display, but I didn't want to have to bring those out, so I just got these. So he came in with about 15 of them or so, and they were all like this. They were all inside a very old PCGS container, and he sold them all. He sold every last bit of it. He said to just give him what he thought was fair. He didn't want to leave it for his kids to try to figure out. So I gave him a price, and we haggled for a bit, and he was happy with what he got, and I got all of these guys. So that was a fun day. Had a lot of these, and I did see him again. I saw him again probably a few weeks after that. He came back in and brought some other stuff, but he said that was it for his collection, and off he went. So next up, we have 2 coins that are in my collection, but I will sell them if I have to. This one right here is a 1885 MS64 Carson City. This is probably the highest coin, the first highest coin that I've ever bought before I started doing this, before I opened the coin store. There we go. So, 1885 Carson City. I bought this coin raw. I got it from an auction, and I think I paid $400-ish for it, and it was raw. So it had it was in a flip, and the flip said that it was an MS62 or something like that. So I bought it $400, and then I sent it off to get graded, and they came back an MS64. So I actually did pretty good on this coin. This one right here was kind of the same story. I bought this 1888S. It was raw when I bought it, and I sent it off to get graded with PCGS, and it came back. I think it said it was a 62 as well, and it came back a 63. This one, I don't remember what I paid for it, but it's a really good Morgan. This is more of a, it's not a key date, but in good condition like this, the 1888S can get pretty high up there. So these are 2 coins that are currently sitting in my collection, but I will sell them if somebody makes me a good offer on them. So I'll probably put them, I take them in and out. I'll put them inside of the display cases, and I'll show them to people if they ask me if I got anything like higher end or anything like that. So I'll show them these, and somebody has yet to taken it. So the last thing I want to show you in this video, I do deal with some ancients, and I got this ancient in. Now, actually, I think I got this one from one of my wholesalers, and one of the cool things about this coin that I really love, and that I might end up taking out of the display and putting it in my collection. I'll show you the front. So it's from Constance 2, AD 641 to 668. And there's really not much going on with this coin other than it is an ancient, from NGC. But when I looked at the back, I saw this, and it instantly looked like something that's very familiar to all of us. And it's the McDonald's M. It's 100% the golden arches. Focus, there we go. Doesn't that look like the McDonald's M? It does. And just for that alone, I think I might keep it, put it in my collection, take it out of the display, out of the display cabinets, and it's going in the collection. I have to keep this one. I remember I contacted the guy, the wholesaler that I get these from, and I told him, like, hey, there's this coin. I sent him the picture, and I said that really resembles the McDonald's M, and can he send me another one that's probably in better shape? And he said, yeah, he'll see what he's got. He sent me a few. None of them looked like this. I do have one right here. take it out. So he says this is the same coin. Doesn't really look the same, but he says it's the same. And even the numbers are close. This is 258 and this is 270, so it's not too far off. And if you look at the back, it kind of looks like it, but kind of doesn't. Like, I think it might be the same coin. It's just this one, it kind of rubbed into itself, and then this one kind of didn't. So I guess it could be the same coin. I don't know, but it looks like the McDonald's M. And I'm a McDonald's collector. I do have a lot of McDonald's collectible stuff, so I'll probably add this in there. Not that it has anything to do with McDonald's, but it's just that's just so funny. All right, so that's just some of the cool stuff that I have here in the store, and just wanted to show them to you guys. Show you what came in before I started doing these YouTube videos. There was a lot of other cool stuff that came in that I've already sold and it's gone. But as cool stuff comes in, of course, I'll do videos and I'll show you guys what comes in. And if there's anything that you're interested in, feel free to give me an email at westtnexchange@gmail.com and I will see about possibly selling some of this stuff to you. All right, guys, I will see you next time. Have a good day.